take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have?
You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage. The market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all getting jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking their personal.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the double.
Now ETN to start the drive. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lawrence going to fire it out wide, complete. He's got room at the 30, down the right sideline, and he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, 51 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with...
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Hey, middle.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Jags, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down, and he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain, and of course he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular, not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. The Ravens are 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Dobbins. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Andy Isabella, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Jaguars 14, Ravens nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
Kevin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, Lawrence. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Jags are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And And the Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Jaguars 21, Ravens nothing. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
The Ravens take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Throwing is Jackson. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wallace. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard at the 43-yard line.
Here's second and a yard. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second and 2, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. That's Connor. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Raven territory now, and here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Odafe Oweh
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he has paid it off in a big, big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 41.
Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 59 yards.
And the Jags are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it is 28-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and And that's caught inside the 30.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson now. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tylan Wallace, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
No, we changed it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
14-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Real quick.
2nd down at 4. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
Gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Hey, exit.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they say to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. To throw is Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They go play action now. Lawrence. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
from 19 yards away.
And the Jaguars.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we hit it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share with